Hello, welcome to the Trade Ideas Market Recap for Friday, May the 2nd. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of the trading room. This is the address to get into the room. You can sign in as a guest or use your Facebook or your Twitter account to log in. Well, I did 4 trades today that I posted in the room. One came from this kind of a new strategy that I'm testing right now, worked out quite well. And the other 3 came from my bounce alerts. So let's take a look at the first one. And this was mpel. And I was alerted to it at 10:01. So right around this area right here. And it's kind of a break of a consolidation. There's some other filters involved, of course, but at any rate, this is when I received the alert, 10:01, and the price was 35.79. I ended up taking the trade at 35.83, and I sold half of it at 36.24 and the other half at 36.15. So 41 cents and 32 cents very quickly. I mean, this was a really quick trade. These are 2-minute candles, so that was a very, very quick trade. Worked out really well. Now, I would have loved to have held on to that second half, but again, I'm testing this out. Even though when I tested it, it seemed to indicate that I should be holding these for about 45 minutes to an hour. But again, when it went up so quickly, I just decided I had to take the profit right then and there. So certainly we'll be monitoring it next week. The second trade I took was TEX, TEX, and this came from my bounce alert, and it was right here at 10:49, and the price was 41.96. And you know how I love stocks that are around the whole number. So I was alerted to it right in this area here, and I watched it go down. Didn't go down too far, 41.82, so it didn't drift down too far. Took the trade when it just broke through the whole number at 42.01 and took half out at 42.21 and the other half at 42.10. So nothing spectacular on it, but I think the market also, if I take a look at the market, what it was doing at that time, the market was definitely going down. You can see we were in a downtrend, which of course was causing this to go down. And it was just kind of chopping around a little bit. And the minute I just saw the weakness, I decided to get out of the trade. I would do it again, because it did break through the whole number. But I was definitely watching the SPY as I was in this trade. The third trade I took was VIV. Now, VIV, a little bit disappointed in myself on this one because, again, this came 11:12 and it was 21.07. That was the price. So I watched it go down here, hit 21, and when it broke through this level right here, right above this level here, I took the trade at 21.06. Now, I almost got stopped out. You can see right here, it's 21.01. If it broken through 21, I was definitely going to stop myself out, but it didn't. And I even said in the room, I didn't think it would be that dynamic of a trade. But remember, I only had about a 6-7 cent stop on this, so I didn't really need that much for it to go up for a nice risk reward. And actually, I had stepped away and I missed this. I was actually out for about half an hour to 45 minutes. And so I actually missed this pop through. But when I came back, it was still in this level area. But when it started moving down, I exited the trade at 21.22. So that's 16 cents. So almost a 3-to-1 risk reward, or reward to risk. But you can see that it definitely just popped off this level, and I kind of wish I'd held half anyway and just participated in this move up. But at any rate, it was a nice trade. Again, for a risk reward, it was almost 3-to-1, so that was really good. And it turned out a lot better than I thought. But you can see why I took it. I mean, here's all these solid 2-minute candles down, not one green candle in it. So, but typically a stock like this, I think I've traded this in the past, and it doesn't seem to move that much. But certainly surprised by what it did after I got into the trade. Now the last trade was DTV. And DTV, the alert was at 11:46 right there, and the price was 79.18. Now, I had seen this come down here, and I believe, I had a lot of alerts today in my bounce plays. Actually, I probably should have gone to a 5 minute candle today to decrease the number of alerts. And so I had taken my eye off this. Now I'm almost 100% sure that I would have taken the trade right here, right above the top of this red candle here, and I would have got stopped out. Or, if I really, at the very best, I would have broken even if I maybe dumped some right here, and but I probably would have got stopped out. But somebody in the room actually alerted me to it again, saying that they were watching DTV, and so I started watching it again. And so as it made this move up, I decided to take the trade at 79.26, and I ended up immediately good gratification. Again, 2 minute candle, so very quickly it jumped to 79.46. Had a little downturn and then back and then up to 79.66. So I exited the first half for a 20 cent and the last half for 40 cents. So not bad at all. I mean, again, I keep saying this. I wish I had maybe held on half because it certainly had a nice gain afterwards. But when it happens so quickly, it's just hard not to take your profits. And especially when it had this downturn here, I'm sure I would have stopped myself out at the 79.46, my first exit anyway. So I can't really look back on that and say that it was that bad of an exit. But definitely like the way this worked out. And again, really quickly. I mean, when these bounce plays work, they can work really quickly, and that is really the beauty of them. So you can see I had a whole bunch of these. A lot of them would have worked very well. Knee, peg, and ETR and EIX. I think all these were this were all sort of in the same sector, and they all jumped at the same time. So I just want to show you one more thing, and that is this top list here. And you can see, if you've been following the videos at all, you know that we've introduced color coding into our columns in our alert windows. But we haven't had them in the topless windows yet. But we do now. And now again, this is not a release for a general release yet. This is still in beta, internal beta, so we're all practicing with it. But you can see what I've been able to do here is, if we look at the color, how I've selected. This is the overall color. Okay, this is and this is what it'll start to look like. You can see we've got something called flip colors and some more options in the with the color chooser. And what I've done here is that when a stock, I basically sorted it like this, or color coded like this. So when a stock is above the previous day range, it's going to be in blue, and when it's below the previous day's range, it's going to be in yellow. So that's nothing new. We were always able to do that. But what we're now able to do is on this column right here, the change from the close in percent. So what I've done here is, you see we've got something here, custom colors for change from the close. And so how I've done this one is basically, if the change from the close is less than 5% down, then I want it to be in orange. So you can see everything that is 5% down and less, so that 9.9, 5.1, then it is going to be in orange. Anything greater than 5% up is going to be in green. So again, nice way of nice visual. And of course, I could color code any one of these columns as I see fit. But I've started just with this one, and again, all these things are nicely visual. Again, I love the fact that this column is telling me immediately when I'm near a whole number. This one is telling me immediately when I'm near the 200-day moving average. So this is just another little added tidbit, I guess, that we can add to our arsenal of just helping us find trades that make a lot of sense to us. So that's it for the week. And let me just bring back the cover page. Here's how you get into the room. And you can log in as a guest. Use your Facebook or Twitter account to log in. Have a great weekend, everybody, and hope to see you in the room on Monday.